Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Indiana Overtime. I'm Alex McCarthy here at Ohio Stadium at the Horseshoe here in Columbus, Ohio, where Indiana's defense again played really well, but the offense was a little bit of a letdown once again as Indiana lost to Ohio State 38-17. They covered the spread, if you're interested about that, but Indiana's defense was what kept it in the game. It was kind of like last week's game against Michigan State, where the offense really started out slowly and just wasn't very imaginative in the play calling, and they were like that all game tonight and never really got into a rhythm. It looked a little bit, coming out of halftime, Indiana puts together a really nice 13-play drive, touchdown drive, and you think maybe the offense is starting to click a little bit. Maybe they made some adjustments, something like that at halftime, but then after that, three and outs in a row, and then 2 turnovers on downs, and then an interception to end the game. So Indiana's offense totally contained by Ohio State, especially in the run game. Indiana kept running. I mean, they ran the ball 40 times for 99 yards, and it just kept not working, quite frankly. And Indiana had a chance to make the game a little bit closer late or midway through the fourth quarter, and after an Ashawn Riggins interception return that brought the ball inside the Ohio State 20, and Indiana kind of fizzled out, ran the ball on 4th and 1 from the 5, or from the 4, and lost a yard. It's just like that play kind of just summed up the whole struggle of IU's offense today, where they run it basically straightforward, straight into the line, and as Kevin Wilson said after the game, Ohio State just killed them up front and dominated them, pushed them around. So that'll happen when you play Ohio State. I mean, they're stacked everywhere. This team is as good as any Urban Meyer team, Urban Meyer Ohio State team that I've seen, that Indiana's seen probably. JT Barrett tonight he kind of proved why he's such a good offensive weapon, where the passing game wasn't there. I mean, Indiana's secondary played maybe the best game I've ever seen it play. They limited Ohio State to just 93 passing yards. And I think Barrett was like 9 for 21 with an interception and a touchdown. I mean, nothing spectacular at all through the air for Ohio State. But Barrett got what Indiana was giving them. He ran the ball 26 times for 137 yards and a touchdown, really hurting Indiana with the read option a lot. And Ohio State in general ran for 290 yards. So that's just, you take one thing away from Ohio State and they burn you with something else. So that's kind of what happened here tonight. Offensively, again, I mean, Indiana just kind of wasn't with it. I mean, Richard Lego made some good throws, as he usually does, and made some not so great throws, and he was 14 for 28 with 2 touchdowns and an interception. So again, a decent night for him, 182 yards, but Indiana was just they were just stopped on offense. I mean, they were just stuffed over and over and over, and just kept kind of doing the same thing, it appeared, and didn't really change it up, which people were very frustrated with on Twitter, and understandably so. And so we'll see what happens with Indiana, play calling wise and offensively moving forward, because there is certainly talent there. I mean, Lego's got a great arm, and the offensive line can be good at times, and we've seen Nick Westbrook and Ricky Jones have huge games at the wide receiver position. So there's potential there, there's talent there. It's just a matter of figuring out how to use it. So that's the challenge for Indiana moving forward. The defense, once again, stands up and plays pretty well. They held, one of the things I was writing about a lot during the game on the board and on Twitter was Indiana's performance on 3rd down defensively. They held Ohio State to 5 for 14 on 3rd down, which is a huge accomplishment because Ohio State was leading the country in 3rd down efficiency, converting on 57% of their 3rd down attempts. And tonight it was 5 for 14. I think that's 35 to 37%. So that's certainly a positive to take out of this game if you're Indiana. But in general, IU's not really satisfied with the loss tonight, with being 3-2. They head home now and for homecoming next week, which is a 3:30 kickoff against Nebraska. They'll be wearing those candy striped jerseys that you saw online. So should be interesting. BTN is bringing its game day show down to Bloomington for that, so should be an eventful Saturday next week. We'll obviously be there with full coverage, so keep up with that. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go drive back to Bloomington now. Hopefully get there, I don't know, at a somewhat decent hour. So we'll see what happens. But again, Indiana loses to Ohio State 38-17. They're 3-2, 1-1 in conference, and heading back for homecoming against a ranked Nebraska team. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.